Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a cool 30-degree Tuesday, the 10th of November, or December. Still not used to it being December, apparently. It's crazy. Today is like the shortest, it's not the shortest day, but it's the shortest sunset, which kind of will be the same until the shortest day. The sunset will stay the same. I think it's what is it? It's a 4:24, something like that. It's early, but it's cold. It woke up, it was 30, and it's still 30. It's just hanging at 30. It likes the 30. But as you can see, the fog's out here. That's just kind of holding that temperature at a steady. Man, if it was the fog wasn't there, it'd have been a whole lot colder. If it was just clear skies, which I think it is up there, the fog just kind of blankets and kind of holds you in. It's like when it's rainy, it just holds that temperature, Anyway, let's roll. Well, at least it warmed up this way. It's 38 degrees instead of 30.
Yeah, much better than frozen fog.
Yeah.
Now it's just fog.
And what's funny is the grass and stuff, like in the backfield, wasn't all crispy. And when you walked, it wasn't crispy, but the low was...
objects had ice.
It was our low last night was 30, and it was 30 when I was doing the hello to the vlog.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard. Mama?
Yes,
it's going to start off as a very foggy Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was foggy the whole... We did have a couple of sunbursts, though.
Yeah.
We had the shades down and everything.
Yeah, it was cool.
Didn't last very long, though.
No.
But, anywho, let's go on in there.
All right.
All right, Mama. Let's see as the day goes on.
All right.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Does that look a little better? Of course, when I was sitting there before, you couldn't really tell what was all damaged. But she's all freshened up now. That lower piece. That's a lot of parts taking that thing apart. It's not that hard, it's just so many parts. Just big old pile of screws and push pins. It's just a lot of parts. Just to replace that lower thing. Of course, the chin fairing and the skid pan got replaced too. So she's got a fresh new lease on life. And that just needs to be on there. I took that extra battery tender lead that was not doing anything. And of course I got the terminals correct with dielectric grease. I cleaned all the grunge out of the radiator grills. So that's all nice and clean. So I have one last, I'm pretty sure I talked about it. In fact, it's sitting back there. The R1200, I think it's a 1250. I don't have the RO in front of me. But anyway, that the starter reduction gear, so to speak, they call it the starter gear set. You hit that starter button. It was so loud I couldn't even attempt to record it because it just went really loud. So, anyway, I got one last job. We were gonna, export that thing out because we can't order parts, and we're done. And at some point, if this is not done by January 31st, which I don't see why not, unless there's a part, in there, we're a dealer. If we, take it apart and find something, we can, order it quick. But we can't order parts anymore. Can't order tools anymore. We're done. We're just existing just to get everything all balanced out, and then to figure out what to do with the bikes we still have on the showroom floor. And 3 crates out there. We got 2 GSAs and an F800 GS. I don't know if I think it's a 24, it's not a 25. Of course, the 1300 GSAs are both 25s. And anyway, after that, we're done. My point being, if something goes wrong in this deal, this is a huge job. got to pull the motor out, pull the whole transmission off the back of it. And, yeah, not going to be a simple thing by any means. And the key thing is we don't have, a stand for the motor or nothing. So, and the tools for doing that are back ordered with no ETA. So I have one last doozy of a BMW thing. But, yep, glad to get all this done. It gave up one more rock. So Kelly, we got this thing, rock ID or whatever. It's some kind of quartz stuff. She goes, if you come across another one of those things, let me know. That thing was wedged underneath there. It literally fell out as I was taking the last part out. About scared the heck out of me. I didn't know what was coming out. Of course, I see something moving, and there's a mouse in there or what. Then it bang across my bench, and yeah, like a kid, I jumped like I'd been shot. But anyway, let me get this all dialed together, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be going on to the BMW next, because that's the parts for it sitting right there. And anyway, that dumpster's back up there. I've been waiting to take my trash because they got a dumpster that they haul around with a forklift, and they come down here and pick up stuff. And well, nobody's come for a while, but it's usually sitting on the ramp like it is now, and you can I can throw it in as I'm walking up the hill. In fact, the forklift is attached to it right now. But anyway, got another rock for Kelly. She'll probably never do nothing with the first one, but her dad was a big rock hunter, and she is too, in lieu of that, so she just loves that app. She goes, where was that when I was a kid? You just take a picture and it tells you what it is. One really cool app, and it does it like instantly. And then we got another one, and there must have been a patent on the name or something. It's called Rock ID. There's another one's a Plant ID, but they can't call it that. It's called Picture This. So she has a hard time finding it when she's looking at plants. So just remember, the rock says rock, the plant says picture this. And it's by the same company. And same thing. I mean, even from a distance, it can ID a tree. It's crazy. Or a bush or a grass or any living plant. And it just, boom, instantly pops up an answer. It's the craziest thing ever. Okay. Just thought I'd check in, let you guys know I'm still alive and kicking. Alrighty. There she is. All happy, all back together. I didn't do the UVI on it. I didn't adjust the belt. Didn't do an oil and filter change because that bulletin for the counter shaft will almost certainly be replacing that shaft. And it'll say oil and filter. It's going to get dumped when that happens. So why do it twice? Why waste oil? But everything, all the parts that I straightened, everything, the pans and everything, all mount up correctly. Just hooking it up the buds here to clear my codes. But somebody was asking, could you ride one of these without the trunk on? Technically, you could. I mean, none of the lights other than fog lights on these models are up there. But you'd have to take the fairing apart to get the sensor out, because it's, I'm putting around here without the sensor connected. And, yeah, that doesn't work good driving down the road. And the amount of time it takes to get that sensor, how much you got to take apart of that trunk to get into it on this right-hand side, yeah, it's no reason. Why would you want to do that? You'd have no aerodynamics. You got all those electrical components exposed to the weather. But yes, if you wanted to, you could. If you wanted to drive it like a mile or better, you need to get that sensor out. And trust me, you don't want to go through all the time of getting that sensor out. It's buried. It's buried deep, actually. But anyway, I see he's got the comfort seat on it. I think the other one has a comfort seat as well. And I think they're both heated. I think I discussed that before. Let's see, we got ECM codes here. Oh, gotta click it. Hit faults. Try and do this left-handed. Doesn't work. Pushing every button but what I need to. Yeah, imagine that. Ambient air temperature sensor. Ambient pressure sensor. It's all that same. It's showing it's active. So I'll have to, it'll be one of these forced reboot things. What did that look like? Very blue. Because I adjust for inside the room here. I think I did. But, yeah. Little tweaking that, you know, as I'm going back together, some of the pans, it was just had to move just a little bit because the push pins weren't lining up correctly. But it was just that I just had to move the bracket just a little bit, and I mean just a small amount. But she's good to go. Just needs that transmission recall done. Whenever that comes about, Lord, I gotta walk across the room to get far enough back over here for you to see her. But let's see if I can clear these codes. Do a force clear. Might have to reboot it too, so it sees that the sensor's actually there. I'm not sure if it's cool for me to show you what I'm doing here, so I'm just gonna. Oh, it said an error occurred while trying to perform. Oh, we got rid of it though. She gone. Oh, I guess the time and everything's gonna be off because I had the battery disconnected. I wish these things had a capacitor large enough that it'll at least give you the time to take a battery on and off. Well, that's a big old helicopter. It's gotta be something military or something. I don't see it, but boy, I sure hear it. I think it's right over my head. Yeah, it went that way. That's pretty cool though, huh? Everything's all done. Got about 10 minutes left of the day. I did like that color of that thing, the asphalt gray. It's kind of a chameleon. It would change from time to time. Definitely looks green in here, but it's nice to have her all done. Nice and quiet out there. Even the highway out there, SR 500, just seems oddly quiet. Of course, this time of year, you don't hear all the people racing around in their cars and their motorcycles screaming by, doing wheelies and everything else. Kind of quiet. But I'm gonna go wrap it up on the work side here. Back to the old-fashioned heat. That's some little thing we've had for a while. That's normal heat in here. That was actually running long. But I was telling you guys the other day I was gonna tell you some old crazy motorcycle stories. So I was thinking about this today, and I thought, you know what? When I get home, I'll talk about one of those things. So I started riding. It was Christmas of 72. So 73. And anyway, I never thought about doing wheelies or anything. And I met a guy who was a classmate that rode motorcycles. And I had just got this little XR75. Had a friend, and our very first ride, first thing he does, he goes out and does a wheelie. So this was, I don't know, probably 76, somewhere in there. Anyway, this wee little tyke. And I go, wait, you know, you only see those things on TV and magazines and stuff like that. You know, I do wheelies, you know, going over jumps and stuff, but I've never thought about riding a wheelie. And I was just mesmerized by that. Well, how he done it is he would drag his feet and he'd use his feet as like outriggers. So it took me about 2 tries, and I did my first riding a wheelie just for a little short bit. Well, needless to say, that was the coolest thing ever. So I became obsessed with it. Well, by the time, we moved up here to the Pacific Northwest, and I was working at started working at the motorcycle shop in 1980, I literally lived on the back wheel. And, first time, it's like new people, never ridden with these people. Well, first thing you do is just do a wheelie, and everybody's like freaking out. It's like, dude, what in the heck? I could literally ride a wheelie on literally anything. I used to have customers at Portland Honda that wanted to see their Goldwing do a wheelie. So I used to go up and down Inslee Street. It was a road, but it was more like an alley that went back behind the store. And I'd go up there and just ride wheelies up and down the road, and they would just freak out. Of course, there's no smartphones or anything like that, but people would snap pictures. A lot of times it was in little pocket cameras and stuff. But they're just mesmerized by it. Well, I thought everybody rode motorcycles and knew how to ride wheelies. I see people riding wheelies and stuff. And then everybody's like freaked out. So like it was great entertainment. You just set a whole crowd off. Just lift whatever you're riding in the air. And we go for rides and stuff, and they go, you can't do a wheelie on this. Probably the hardest one, and almost killed myself on it, was some old shovel head. I don't even remember what model it was. I got it up, but it was ugly. And I actually held it there for a bit, but yeah, it was very awkward, and it was really old and ratty. And I remember there's a guy when I was in Portland, he bought one of the very last Ironhead Sportsters. It was 84. Did he call it an XLH back then? I don't remember what it was, but it was a Sportster. I think they were 900 or 1,000 cc's. I don't remember. And he said, there's no way that thing will do a wheelie. He goes, I've tried. All it does is burn the tire off. It took me a couple tries, because that's exactly what happened. It just lights the back wheel up. But it took me a little bit. I sorted it out, and I ride wheelies on that thing. They don't come down very gracefully, though. So some bikes didn't. Sometimes the Goldwings wouldn't come down very gracefully either. You had to come down while you still had power to power it down. You didn't want to just drop it, Anyway, I go into that story. So out of the York Honda and Yamaha building off of Commerce, that I walk around the back side of it. I was back in the alley and parking area behind it. And so it was Floyd, Gary, and myself. I won't give you their last names. So I don't remember what we were doing. I want to say we went out because they opened the flat track out at Castle Rock after the Mountain Blue, it all got wiped out. I want to say that was about 83 or 84. But anyway, I think we went out that way, and we were taking back roads back. I think those, they were of drinking age, and they probably. Did I show you my stock of BMW stuff? That's spray polish. And there's a bunch of. Oh, good Lord! I hope she didn't get me all. Oh no! Oh, there's one. I need to get more chain lube. I need more chain lube than I need polish. I wasn't really clear. I said I just need to stock up. I want at least 6 cans, and I think there's 2 cans that are unopened in that thing there, and that one's got about a spray left in it, or a chain lube. So anyway, I think we're in back roads and stuff because they were they got the little bar thing there. And anyway, we're taking back roads, which is more fun anyway. And we're coming back, and the old Kelso Bridge was there. It was an old, not a drawbridge, but the one that lifts in the middle. I forget the technical term for them. And that one got replaced in 92 or somewhere around there, or maybe it was 2000. Yeah, because in 92 we were still living in Portland. It was during the time we were in Texas. We come back and the bridge is gone. And anyway, there was this road that led. It was kind of a back road, and it led towards that. Those roads have changed a lot back there too. They're kind of there, but really not as accessible as what they were. Anyway, we're coming back, and that's when I'd never done the old side or center stand trick on Gary. I think I did it to Floyd a bunch of times, but no, I didn't. That was the first time I did it with him. And nobody taught me this thing. One day I was goofing around, and I go, what does this say? What does it do if I put the center stand down? Will it throw sparks? And I was riding somewhere by myself, and I reached down to make sure I was level, smooth road. You don't want one of them feet to snag a hole, So I dipped that old side stand down. It was on the night this was happening, it was on a CB 1100F. I think it was my 750 or 900, whatever I'd learned to do it on. I just goofed around. As me and my good buddy Dean, that we'd play all these tricks on each other. We used to throw sparks at each other all the time. But anyway, I'd never done it with them. So I was up ahead of them because they were going slow. He was on a CB 750 Custom, Floyd was, and Earl was on a XV 750 Virago. And we're bombing along. And I'm up ahead of them. I was on my 1100F that night. And I did that 1100F, that big torquey thing. I wheelied everywhere. Here's the little snapshot. This is at Dean's parents' driveway. This was in 1983, this shot here. And this one's just kind of riding out in front of the road. I used to go up and down this road there, back wheel. That road, everything was on back wheels forever. And anyway, so I was ahead of them, and I gave her a good old boot stomp on the center stand. And I look back, and it was night, and all you see is headlights going every which way, and they just stopped, So I'm like, oh my God, what? I hope I didn't throw sparks in somebody's eyes or something, So I turn around and come back, and they're both cussing me out. You stupid kid, we thought you went down. We were looking for the bike everywhere, and here you come running back. They thought it was just another motorcycle coming back at them. I turned around and came back. And we were looking for a bike and a body, I just laughing so hard. Anyway, that just got me all spun up. So we're heading back to Allen Street to go across that old bridge. Because, would lead us back to the shop we were talking at. And, so anyway, they're up ahead a bit, and they're kind of riding next to each other, kind of like small talking or whatever as they're going along. So I thought, well, I'm going to ride a wheelie and shoot between these guys. So I come up and I whoop, and they stand that old 1100F up, and I'm moving. I'm just shifting through gears, and just whoop, I went right between them. Well, I hear this blam on both sides, and my heart stopped. I thought I caught the clutch side on one of them and the throttle side on the other, I immediately come down. I look back, both of them are still going. I thought I clipped their handlebars and took them down. And but I heard like all this glass sound too. Well, I come back where I'd clipped the left mirror on Gary's Virago and the right mirror on Floyd's 750 Custom, and just shattered them. I don't know what part of the bike hit them. I have no idea. It didn't hit me or anything. I hit them, and I thought I hit them hard enough they went down. But oh man, so it was all fun and games with the massive sparks being thrown off from the center stand, being pushed on the ground going down the road. But the mirrors, they were not happy with that. Not at all. Not at all. The whole way back to the store, they just chewed my butt. I think I was leaving my 1100F downstairs in my little shop area. We all had keys and the alarm code and stuff there, but actually it was this thing, it was a weird alarm thing that was there. You just went in, it was, they listened to you. You just went in, say your name and a code. But anyway, I kept all my stuff down there for a while. I think I was living in, I don't remember where I was. I might have been up at Silver Lake living in that mobile home, my parents. But anyway, good times, really good times. So I'm going to bounce to that, and I'm going to go to the pre-recorded goodbye that Kelly and I did here a little bit ago. So hope you like the story and what little pictures I have of, I think that's probably the only pictures I have riding the wheelies on the 1100F, which is amazing because, I never went through front tires because it was always in the back tire. I mean, not literally, but I've rode wheelies a whole lot, especially on dual sports. But anyway, there we are. Well, hello there, you two. Very foggy out there tonight. Man, thick fog. I mean, you can run the chance of going right past, and we definitely have gone right past our house.
Yeah.
You just, and then you go in, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And then you'll see something that's not familiar or something. You go, dang it.
Yeah.
Way on down the highway a ways.
You gotta go a ways to turn around.
Yeah, you gotta find a place you can turn around too, because there's I hate pulling people's driveways and stuff. But
yeah.
Anyway, fun day at work. Got that Spyder done. That's nice. And I don't know if I'm going to the next one or working on that BMW. I'll find out. It's no big rush. It's our bikes. It's no customer stuff, so we'll see. We'll decide that tomorrow. It'll be my last official BMW stuff. Because there's nothing else there to do.
Yeah.
And we're not taking customer stuff in now, and so interesting. Unless you sell a bike and you have to do something to it, that would be different. But
yeah.
Anyway, I think. Did I tell you about the furnace quit working in the shop?
Yeah. What the heck?
Yeah.
Like we need, another straw.
It's just
back.
It's got power going to it, so something in the furnace itself is messed up. So I just hit the breakers, turned it all the way off. And went in there last night to put the car in. Like, it's unusually cool in here.
Yeah.
But I've got other ways to deal with it. And that's what's going on now.
Yeah.
So it's much nicer to have that because it just comes on quickly, changes the temperature, and stays off for a while. But the other one just have to keep running, it seems like, all the time. But anyway, on that, we're going to roll.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give your thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. All right.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yep, I'll talk to you then. Dogs just go crazy.
They are going nuts over something.
So you guys, Doug, and they would say their dogs go off when they watch the goodbye.
Probably because they can hear all the crazy mutts.
I was telling them about the coyotes on that one TikTok or whatever that was, a short, or the dogs. Like, what's going on? That sets them off. But anyway, we're going to say goodbye. Let's roll.
See you in the morning.
Thanks a lot now.
Bye.